Welcome to another episode of That Whiskey Show. I am Chris, and this gorgeous lady is my wife, Joan.
Hi.
Tonight, we are excited to bring yet another whiskey that just came out and hit the market. And neither one of us have tried this, and I have to give a nice shout out to my friend Jared. He actually, I used to work with him. Him and his wife actually watch our show, and they like it so much that they donated this bottle for us to crack the seal and to check it out to do a review on. So thank you very much, Jared and Sarah. We do truly appreciate it, and we're excited about it, and we promise we won't drink too much of it. And now, with that being said, this is going to be the Pinhook Bohemian Bourbon. This is going to come in at 114 proof, so this is going to have a little bit of giddy up to it. I know that my wife, she loves to absorb knowledge about whiskey, and when we get something like this in front of us, she wants to kind of do some research, and I know she went and found some interesting facts, can we say? Or at least, if you don't want to call them facts, something we found on the internet.
So, I won't say anything that I didn't actually see, and if
right.
I have a theory, and...
Well, hit them with it.
All right. So Pinhook whiskey is kind of subcontracted out to Castle and Key Distillery, which is the old Taylor distillery. So first whiskey to come out of there in like 50 years. So very, very excited to taste this very, very historic old distillery that this is coming from. Went through a $30 million facelift to become Castle and Key.
Wow.
And I always like to know who the people behind it are, so I did just an elementary amount of looking and found the blender and proofer and master taster behind this. That is Sean Josephs out of New Orleans, and could not find a distiller. I had to dig a little deeper. The master distiller at Castle and Key, Marion Eves, quit last year pretty abruptly. So this is her juice. This is the distillate that she had aging when she quit last May. So just about a year ago.
Gotcha.
And I did find one article online on Bourbon and Banter where she told a reporter named Luke Castle that she didn't think any of the distillate would be ready to put out until 2001. So
2021.
I'm sorry, yeah, 2021.
We're going back in time.
So she had said that she didn't feel like anything would be ready until 2021, and then subsequently, 1 year after that article was published, she quit.
And here we have the bottle sitting on our table.
The straight whiskey, so they did have to label it with an age statement since it is under 4 years old. It is 34 plus months aged. So rather a young whiskey.
And, you know...
And barrel proof.
Well, right, but...
Super limited edition, only 100 barrels, so it doesn't say small batch anywhere on the bottle, I don't think. But only 100 barrels in this release.
And you can tell that it's young in the nose. Mm-hmm. Like when you go in and you nose
corn.
Right, and when you go in and nose like an old Forester, that's 115 proof. This is 114 proof, and you're not getting
114.5.
Right, and you're not getting that huge ethanol blast like you did from the Forester. At least I'm not.
No, it does not. It doesn't nose like it is a very high proof whiskey, so that speaks well for it. But mash bill is 75, 15, 10, so 75% corn, 15% rye, and 10% malted barley. Pretty standard mash bill, kind of close-ish to the Buffalo Trace No. 2, which is ancient age blend.
Has a nice, definitely has a nice caramel note to it.
Oh yeah, I get mostly, I get that corn.
Yeah.
Young corn, caramely.
Vanilla. Yeah, that has a real nice nose for this high proof.
There's the proof.
Oh, there it is.
But nice and spicy.
Really spicy.
Yeah, the rye. You get all the corn in the nose, all the rye on the palate.
But what's funny is that
And it's
that
grassy.
proof hits you right away, but kind of the burn, if you will, going down is kind of just like a nice even heat. It's not that harsh burn that you would kind of
It is
get
not
from.
harsh.
It's just a real nice even heat going down.
And it's quick. It hits you. It hits
Yeah.
you very, very quick.
But as I said, as you feel it while it's going down, it's just a nice even, almost like if you put Vicks Vapor Rub on your chest, is kind of that sensation.
Kind of
warming.
tingly.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very grassy, very vegetal. I get that rye so much.
Yes. I guess for me, I would describe it more as kind of earthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Not overly sweet, but it's got
No.
some sweetness to it.
You definitely get that. The main flavor that I'm getting out of that for the sweet would be the vanilla.
Mm.
There's a vanilla note in there that I'm getting.
Kind of butterscotchy.
I am impressed on the high proof and the smoothness to it. Short finish. Like you
Yeah,
feel
it
it
doesn't-
keeping
it
on going
doesn't
down,
linger
but it does not
much.
linger at all. That taste in
It's
your mouth
almost like an
is gone.
explosive kind of palate, but not as dry as like the Weller, which was 127, I think, last
Right.
time.
But it definitely hits you right away.
I'm not comparing it to, by the way.
You know, doesn't have a huge mid either, but then it's a short finish.
I think it could have done another year in the barrel.
You know, and that's the thing. I can't
I'm not getting
necessarily
a ton of oak.
disagree.
I don't
No.
get a ton of oak at all.
No, I'm not getting I'm not really getting any barrel.
The decision to take it out of the barrel at 34 months, I honestly don't get it, unless they just needed to get it. They wanted to have that first bourbon that came out of the old Taylor distillery.
You know, and look, from a business standpoint, I can't necessarily fault them.
It's not bad.
And I'm not saying
it's enjoyable to drink,
right.
but
I agree that a little bit more time, I think, would have given you some more flavor and a little bit more finish to it than it has. But I think this is a very easy drinking 114 proof bourbon.
and the rye really does shine in this.
It does, and the pepper. That pepper's really nice too. So as I said, we're not saying that it's not good, because it is. But I would have to agree with my wife when she says that another year or so would not have hurt it.
No.
It definitely could have added a little bit more to it.
Yeah, I can't believe this is 115 proof.
No, that's what I mean. This is it. And if you've been watching all of our episodes, you know my stance on like the super high proof. I'm not a big high proof guy. I'm not. And this to me doesn't have any more burn than the 90 proof that we just did.
The little one, a little bit more right when you drink it. And I mean, I can still feel that I have just taken a drink of high proof spirit. Oh wow, that changed it a lot.
Oh.
So much smoke and tobacco now.
Oh, I mean, that's a huge
Oh my
difference.
God.
The water's a huge difference on this.
Wow.
And it also kind of kicked that, ethanol up too,
That'll happen.
real quick,
yeah.
you know?
But
she's
I've never
right.
had smoke come out so much just from adding water.
Huge difference.
Never in a bourbon. Sometimes in a peated scotch, but
I mean,
never
that
in a
almost
bourbon.
took it
That's crazy.
from those, a little bit more of the caramel, vanilla notes that I was getting. So as you said, now this kind of
It's
almost
changing like every time I smell it.
It's kind of reminds me now more of the High West.
I think that has to do with the youth.
Oh, that water.
It's volatile. There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does let the ethanol out into the nose a little bit more.
Oh.
Okay, let's see.
Wait till that pepper hits you.
Oh, that's really good.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
Water.
I like that a lot.
That really, I can't,
That is a very unique bourbon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that completely changed everything. We all know that adding like a little bit of water can change some notes and do some things to your whiskey and bourbon, but this, I mean, it completely changed it to what we were just talking about going, it was lacking in these areas.
It took all the sweetness out though.
100%.
It's not sweet at all.
No, now, I mean, now it's fire and pepper. It is.
I actually like that a lot better. A lot.
I have to agree.
I don't think I've ever tried something with that and I had like maybe a 1/4 ounce left and I put 1 drop of water in there.
Same. And now it has much longer finish.
Yeah.
Also, the water added that finish that was lacking.
And you can feel the ethanol way more.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Huge.
In the nose and on the palate.
Huge. Wow. That's why we do this show, and that's why we like to experiment and we check these things out and we try each way we can. We start neat, then we add the water, because this was night and day.
Night and day.
I
would not cocktail with this. I mean, I might if I had a lot of it to mess around with, but it's so that 1 drop of water, totally unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Completely different whiskey.
Yeah.
So adding other flavor in, I wouldn't even know what to do.
No.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
But
and
wow.
I've been making drinks for 20 some years.
So definitely on the Pinhook Bohemian Bourbon.
Extremely unique bourbon.
And wow, do as we did. Try it as we did. If you're interested in it, try it neat, and then do that dash of water. And when you do that, if you get your hands on this bottle and you do that, please leave in the comments, see if you agree with us and see if you feel that it was such a swing. Night and day
difference.
Yeah, so we'd be interested in seeing in the comments what you think about that. One question I did forget to ask, availability on this is a little bit difficult, isn't it?
I found one place locally, a grocery store, that had it as of yesterday. And I believe it was in the 50 range.
Okay, yep, that was going to be my question, was what's your price point on it? So
I meant to actually call them and see if they had it available.
Gotcha. But yeah, so I mean, that was a interesting experiment. I mean, it really was, and that I've never
very
had
odd
such a difference between
that's
water
crazy.
and no water before. I mean, that was something else.
I did pour it very, very shortly before we started filming, so a little bit more time in the glass could have helped it open up on its own a little more.
Because always remember the phrase, a minute in the glass for years in the cask. You're letting that open up and breathe.
That would be more then, because it's only 34 months. Not quite 3 years, so.
Okay, well, whatever. But anywho, that is still a saying, whether she wanted to tell me or not.
It's totally the same.
But anyways, as always, thank you so much for checking out That Whiskey Show. We love doing this. This is so much fun for us.
And thank you again, Jared. This was a really interesting thing that was really kind of low on my radar just because...
Yeah, so we do truly appreciate it, my friend. That was very cool, and as I said, we enjoyed it. So thank you again. Do truly appreciate it. We won't drink anymore, even though we both want to.
I'm going to have 1 more ounce.
Oof. All right. Anyways, sorry, man. She's gonna have one more ounce. Anyways,
But I'm not gonna
as
use it up to make
always,
drinks.
we're starting to get lost here. Anyways, thank you so much for checking out our show. If you're digging it, subscribe. We do just truly appreciate it. And as always, one last thing that I'm gonna throw out there right now: crazy times happening. Let's all just be nice to each other. Seriously, be kind. Be nice, share nice words with people. We hope that maybe this 15-20 minutes of watching our show kind of took you out of all the chaos going on. But for real, it's time for all of us to be kind to one another. It's important. So cheers, my friends, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks. Bye-bye.